Good afternoon, folks. Jason Shepard here with the Anchor Room. Today we're going to talk about the installation of our quarter window tattered American flag. That's a mouthful. The tools in front of you today that we're going to be using are the microfiber towel to dab up any excess liquid. We are using a felt tip squeegee, but honestly for this installation any squeegee will be fine, even the hard plastic, since it's going to be over top of actual transfer tape. And then last but not least, the application fluid, which in our case is nothing more than 1 to 2 milliliters of dishwashing soap, or our preference, baby shampoo, to 32 ounces of water. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, what's shown in front of you is actually the quarter window flag for the passenger side after I actually trimmed it. When you receive it, it'll have transfer paper that goes all the way around it. As you can tell, I've used scissors and I've simply just trimmed it to probably, I'm going to say, within a 1/16 of the actual material. The closer you can get to the material, the better off you are. It's actually going to make the installation a little bit simpler. Transfer tape, as shown, is nothing more than a film that's going to be used to take the actual vinyl off the backing paper and place it on the quarter window in this case. Having said that, we're going to peel this from the backing paper, which should be a very straightforward process. We just got to get it started. If you have fingernails, it most certainly helps, but once you get it started, it should be okay. And again, transfer tape is meant to keep everything in alignment to the other pieces. Just peel it from the backing paper slowly, and then we'll get started. Alright, I've peeled the transfer tape with the vinyl from the backing paper. I'm going to spray it heavily with the application fluid. And the application fluid is only really going to give us the opportunity to reposition until we're happy with where it lays. Once we have it sprayed on both sides, we're going to find perfect placement. And it looks like about right. At that point I'm going to hold it in place with my fingers and starting center out. You can tell I'm using the plastic side of the squeegee. I'm going to get as much of that application fluid out as I can. Now again, I said center out, but also top to bottom, since we're going to use gravity to our advantage. Try to get as much of this out as you possibly can now. The more of the application fluid that you will get out, the easier the removal of the transfer tape will be. Another pro tip in this case, once you're at this point, I would say spray the outside with either water or application fluid if you have that in front of you, which you obviously do. And what it does, it actually permeates through the transfer tape and loosens the adhesive a little bit quicker. It also makes the squeegee glide fairly easy. Don't be too aggressive though. You want to make sure that you don't fold any of the vinyl underneath, which is also possible. Once you get it to this point, you could try to start peeling it off to kind of get a feel of how it does, but I can promise you that more than likely you're going to have to let it sit on the surface for just a bit longer to give it an opportunity to loosen that adhesive on the transfer paper. Yeah, it's still peeling up. So, alright, we're going to give this a couple minutes and we'll be right back with you. As you can tell, I started from the top right and I'm slowly peeling it back. I think I might have used a little bit too much soap in my solution. That's why it's kind of giving me a little pushback. Plus it's also not the warmest of days here in Virginia. So as you can tell, I know it's probably a little difficult since it's black on a black window on a black car. But it falls right into place with the window, and even in spots where it might have a slight overhang, it's right there by the weather stripping. But I'm going to take my time and peel this back slowly and give you a final product look here in just a little bit. for pieces that are in the end over here, use your squeegee and push them down. And then with the microfiber towel, you don't want to wipe. You want to dab in this case. That gives you a pretty good representation of what the final result will end up looking like. But there's a little bit more patriotism for your car. Thanks for your purchase and have a great day.